sanctified. From the bond on the earth is a risk. I'm blessed, I'm sanctified.
In Jamaica, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be doing another awesome video in which I hope that you'll find interesting. Come with me. Now, today I'll be emphasizing breeding specific strain, or better yet, selective fish breeding. For those persons who have actually doubted me whether or not this is actually taking place within the fish keeping community, hobby, science, business, whatever you may call it, let's look at the whole idea of a flower horn. A flower horn typically is not found in the wild. A flower horn is a lab manufactured generic fish species. It was developed from several other fish species for a specific purpose. Now, some fish species were actually genetically modified so as to enhance quick breeding and to enhance the whole idea of quick growth, so as to feed the masses which exist. It is suggested by some that the tilapia fish is one such fish that was actually generated, but evidence shows that this fish can be found in the wild some places. However, how did these fish actually get in the wild is another question, right? So what do you do with the guppy that is in the batch but it is not purple tail, the other 45 guppies? You have an option. So it's either you're gonna keep them, sell them, right, or you're actually gonna use them as food for your other fish stocking which you have. These three options are used by several fish keepers, especially in Japan and in Asian countries, which actually deals with the trading of fish throughout the world, right? So when you talk about the whole idea of culling is practically putting to death, whether it be humanely or just roughly just killing the fish, putting them to death, using them for a different purpose, so as to ensure that the fish breed is actually kept. And it's a little bit technical in actually ensuring that you get this strain that you need. You have to have several different aquarium ponds here to keep the fish, and each fish is separated right at birth. And then now, as the fish grow, you observe the tail. If the tail is what you want, then you put it together with another fish. So therefore, that's how you do it. And you would actually breed the fish down the line, probably about 3 or 4 times, so as to ensure that every fry that fish push out, or every fry that fish birth will actually have purple tail, because you might have a purple tail guppy, but when it gives birth, it might give you only 6 purple tail and the rest of them is yellow or blue, or it depends. So it's a really hectic process, and it really results in a lot of fish actually being put to death, right? Yeah, because you have 1,000 guppy, and out of the 1,000 you only have 200 that is color up to your specification, your client specification. You actually just use the other as fish food. A lot of the fish food that you actually use, whether it be the sky stick or the flake, or you have some other little food in which they have, are actually generated from fish cuttings, right? Yeah, fish cuttings or fish that have been bred but have some form of deformity. I know I've covered this before, but I just want to point out to you that selective fish breeding is not limited to only live bearers, but also goldfish, cichlids, to name a few. For example, let's look at blue jack dempsey. Now, the blue jack dempsey and the normal jack dempsey. The blue jack dempsey is genetically structured, right? This is not really original, right? According to science and research, this fish was actually developed just like the flower horn in the lab. However, persons might debate and say that no, you can find this fish at this and this place. But according to research, and I stand to be corrected. I am not God. I stand to be corrected, but based on what I have read, right? So several fish have been bred like this. This is Riley here for another Fish Keeping Jamaica. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye bye for now. Peace.